Greetings, fellow Earthlings. 'Tis I, Widow 4. Guest editor for today on texting. Yes, you're asking where are Mark and Tomek? Well, they're coming. They're arriving. Don't worry. Yeah, you got 3 minutes. You got 4 minutes with me. Count them down. It will be bang. It will be straight on 4 minutes. Not a minute more, not a minute less. It'll be 4 minutes. So if you can give, I know most people skedaddle after 2 minutes on this thing, but if you can give me 4 minutes, I'll give you everything. No, really. And you might go, yeah, like a man who just spunks his way into a giant twat, gives it everything. And I'd be like, yeah, maybe it is like that. But not sexual, if that makes sense. But sexual in the cosmic sense of the word, but not sexual. One minute, 17 seconds. So yeah, we're gonna. This is a show about the Enneagram. This one, this texting show, and I feel really honored because this is season 4 of texting, and I know this being being a texting fan, I guess. This is season 4 of texting, episode. Episode 1. Or is it more? Episode 1. Season 4 of texting, episode 1. And for some reason, these idiots, because they are, I mean, I love them, but these idiots have allowed me, this chief idiot. Imagine if you actually did see my finger disappearing right through my ear and coming out the other side. You would be like, okay, well, he's an idiot, but he's got some serious magical chops on him. So the Enneagram, okay. How do I, because I want to sort of set it up for us so that then we can just sit back, kick back and enjoy the bands and also the rants and also the ants of the interaction between the three guys. Because that's what you're tuning in for. You're tuning in for a kind of parasocial relationship with like these, usually 2 guys, you know, Will and Mark and Tomek, and, you know, that's what you're tuning in for. Yes, they're saying interesting things, but you're tuning in, I would say you're tuning in for their energies, you're tuning in for the themness of them, for the the-ness of them, for the essence of them. That's what you like to watch. I like to watch that, you know. I mean, it depends sometimes, you know. But if they're doing one of their things on a rap album, I feel like I should, but then that feels like more like homework more than I necessarily might want to. But maybe I should. Maybe that's my way into rap music. FYI. But yeah, okay. I've outstayed my welcome here, but if I was to put this into 4 minutes, it'd be like, okay, so what is... Because there's 2 ways, like a very, like, let's call it down-to-earth way of thinking about the Enneagram. This is not the Enneagram, by the way. This is my other obsession. But, you know, which is like down-to-earth, and then there's a kind of a heavenly way. Of course, you know, I quite like the heavenly way, but let's stay on the earth for the moment. And the down-to-earth way is simply this, that... I don't know if you're a wine person or a tea person or the kind of person, I don't know, who gets great joy out of a macaroon. But whatever it is, that moment when you bring something to your mouth and you taste it and you're like, that taste, and it's a taste you really want, or it's like a little weird version of it, but it's lovely. It's that taste. Yeah, that moment when you go, it's that taste, and you're sampling it, and you know, I mean, I know when I'm drinking a green tea, it's green tea, and I know when it's an oolong, it's an oolong, and I know when a pu'er is a pu'er, just because I know the taste of those teas. And I'm not trying to pigeonhole all of those teas because they are all Camellia sinensis. It's all just one leaf. You know, I have hundreds of different teas, and they all are actually, yeah, each of them has got their own little thing going for them, but they also fit pretty much into, like, you put a blindfold on me and you say, what's that, Steve? Green tea. What's that? Oolong. What's that? Pu'er. What's that? It's not a party trick or anything. I can just do this now. Because I know the taste of the tea. I know what an oolong's like. And I find it useful, for me anyway, that, you know, there's like these 9 different styles of tea, if you like. And knowing when I'm drinking a green tea, that it's a green tea and it's because of this and that, and because it had a terrible childhood, and, you know, they fuck you up, your mum and dad, and all of that stuff. That, to me, I find is useful. And that is essentially what I'm going to try and convey in this episode to your boys. Just to give you some of the, because this is the fun part side, right? When you're getting edited by a Enneagram sexual, that they can be flagrantly, but also quite strategically kind of exhibitionistic almost about their inner worlds, because they're like, well, it's just material. What do you want? Right? But also other people's inner worlds, and other people don't like that. Like, don't you show my inner world. But it's so interesting, look. The reason I'm smiling is I'm thinking of sending this video to you, but also as a kind of a confession, because, you know, I had some GG this evening, and I feel like bad. I feel like I'm a sinner because I've broken my rule. I'm a rule breaker and I'm a rule maker, but then the other part of my head's going like, yeah, but, yeah, and then the other part of my head is going, yeah, and then the other side is going, but look at this material that you're working on for your intro to the conversation podcast with Mark and Tomic. And then the other voice is going, stop. That's another addiction. This is just another way of living in your, all of it is just, it's all just about living out here. It's all just about not living in the real world. To which I go, this is my real world, and God damn it, I feel like it's a more interesting world with all the sufferance and pain and idiocies than a lot of others. So give me a break. Give me a break, superegoic forces. I'm trying to generate some material here. Have you been, you're keeping it up, yeah? You know, because we're also like, I don't know, we're like little addict bro and addict sis, if you want to like paint us black a little bit, blacken us up a bit. Have you been good? Yeah? Every night you go home, you just sit and drink a cup of tea? You know, girl, you haven't heard the call of the siren. Oh, don't you want to hang out with me? Hopefully your siren sounds more melodic than mine does. Ah, don't you want to hang out with me? No, tonight, no. Look, I've got to go and wash those dishes. And yeah, but come on. Don't you want to come up with some interesting ideas for your editing of the texting episode series 4, episode 1. That's the idea. 1. Don't you want to do that? Yes, I do, but I can do it without you, bitch. Are you sure? Are you sure you can? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure you can. Well, I don't think your material is that interesting or funny. Watch it tomorrow and see if it means anything other than this shit. I don't know. I think you like it like this. I don't know. I think you're willing to pay the price. I'm not willing to pay the price. And on it goes. All right. I'm now going to go and wash me some dishes. And then, I guess, read something. Or listen to that C.S. Lewis. Wow. You know, he's got that voice he's got. It's good for me to hear. It's a bit of exposure therapy because that's the most plummy Cambridge, Oxbridge voice, which just makes me, it just gets all my cackles up. Ah, fuck you and your plummy Oxbridge voice. You represent everything that I despise. But then he's got the voice and he's like, you're like, Tell me more, tell me more. Really? Okay. Yeah, it's true. And then like 10 minutes later, you go, yeah, you go see us. You tell them. So there you go. Thank you for that. And